1 Kings 20. And Ben-Hadad, the sovereign of Aram, gathered all his army, and there were 32 sovereigns with him, with horses and chariots. And he went up and besieged Shomer and fought against it. And he sent messengers into the city to Ahab, sovereign of Israel, and said to him, Thus said Ben-Hadad, Your silver and your gold are mine, and your wives and children. The best are mine. And the sovereign of Israel answered and said, As you say, my master, O sovereign, I am yours, and all that I have. And the messengers came back and said, Thus speaks Ben-Hadad, saying, Indeed, I have sent to you, saying, Give me your silver and your gold, your wives and your children. But about this time tomorrow I shall send my servants to you, and they shall search your house and the houses of your servants. And it shall be that whatever is pleasing in your eyes, they shall lay a hold of and take it. And the sovereign of Israel called all the elders of the land and said, Please know and see the evil this one is seeking. For he sent to me for my wives and for my children and for my silver and for my gold, and I did not refuse him. And all the elders and all the people said to him, Do not listen nor agree. So he said to the messengers of Ben-Hadad, Say to my master the sovereign, All that you sent for to your servant the first time I shall do, but this I am unable to do. And the messengers went and brought back word to him. And Ben-Hadad said to him, and said, The mighty ones do so to me, and more also, if enough dust is left of Shomer for a handful for each of the people who follow me. And the sovereign of Israel answered and said, Speak. Him who girds on his armor should not boast like him who lays it down. And it came to be, when this word was heard, as he and the sovereigns were drinking in the booths, that he said to his servants, Set yourselves. So they set themselves against the city. And see, a prophet came near to Ahab, sovereign of Israel, saying, Thus said Jehovah, Have ye seen all this great company? See, I am giving it into your hand today, and you shall know that I am Jehovah. And Ahab said, By whom? And he said, Thus said Jehovah, by the young rulers of the provinces. And he said, Who opens the attack? Then he answered, You. And he mustered the young rulers of the provinces. There were 232. And after them he mustered all the people, all the children of Israel, 7,000. And they went out at noon, while Ben-Hadad and the 32 sovereigns helping him were getting drunk in the booths. And the young rulers of provinces went out first. And Ben-Hadad sent out, and they reported to him, saying, Men have come out of Shomer. Then he said, If they have come out for peace, seize them alive. And if they have come out for battle, seize them alive. So these young rulers of the provinces went out of the city with the army which followed them. And each smote his man. So the Arameans fled, and Israel pursued them. And Ben-Hadad, the sovereign of Aram, escaped on a horse with the horsemen. And the sovereign of Israel went out and smote the horses and chariots, and smote the Arameans, a great smiting. And the prophet came to the sovereign of Israel and said to him, Go, strengthen yourself, and know and see what you should do. For at the turn of the year, the sovereign of Aram is coming up against you. And the servants of the sovereign of Aram said to him, Their mighty ones are mighty ones of the hills. That is why they were stronger than we. But let us fight against them in the plain. Are we not stronger than they? Now do this. Take away the sovereigns, each from his position, and put officers in their places. And number an army like the army that you have lost, horse for horse and chariot for chariot, and let us fight against them in the plain. Are we not stronger than they? And he listened to their voice and did so. And it came to be, at the turn of the year, that Ben-Hadad mustered the Arameans and went up to Aphek to fight against Israel. And the children of Israel were mustered and were fed, and they went against them. And the children of Israel encamped before them, like two little flocks of goats, while the Arameans filled the land. And there came near a man of Elohim, and spoke to the sovereign of Israel, and said, Thus said Jehovah, because the Arameans have said, Jehovah is Elohim of the hills, but he is not Elohim of the valleys. Therefore I shall give all this great company into your hand, and you shall know that I am Jehovah. And they encamped opposite each other for 7 days. And it came to be that on the 7th day the battle was joined. And the children of Israel smote 100,000 foot soldiers of the Arameans in 1 day. And those that were left fled to Aphek, into the city, and a wall fell on 27,000 of the men who were left. And Ben-Hadad fled and went into the city, into an inner room. And his servants said to him, See now, we have heard that the sovereigns of the house of Israel are kind sovereigns. Please, let us put sackcloth around our waist and ropes around our head, and go out to the sovereign of Israel. It could be that he spares your life. So they girded sackcloth on their loins, and put ropes around their head, and came to the sovereign of Israel, and said, Your servant Ben-Hadad said, Please let me live. And he said, Is he still alive? He is my brother. And the men divined, and they quickly grasped it, and said, Your brother Ben-Hadad? And he said, Go, bring him. So Ben-Hadad came out to him, and he let him come up on the chariot. And Ben-Hadad said to him, The cities which my father took from your father I return, and set up marking places for yourself in Damascus, as my father did in Shomeron. And Ahab said, I send you away with this covenant. And he made a covenant with him, and sent him away. And a certain man of the sons of the prophets said to his neighbor by word of Jehovah, Smite me, please. But the man refused to smite him. Then he said to him, Because you have not obeyed the voice of Jehovah, see, as soon as you leave me, a lion shall smite you. And when he left him, a lion found him and smote him. And he found another man, and said, Smite me, please. So the man smote him, smiting and wounding. Then the prophet went and waited for the sovereign by the way, and disguised himself with ashes on his eyes. And as the sovereign passed by, he cried out to the sovereign and said, Your servant went out into the midst of the battle. And see, a man came over and brought a man to me, and said, Guard this man. If he should in any way be missing, your life shall be for his life, or else you shall pay a talent of silver. And it came to be, while your servant was busy here and there, he was gone. And the sovereign of Israel said to him, Your judgment is right. You yourself have decided it. Then he quickly removed the ashes from his eyes. And the sovereign of Israel recognized him as one of the prophets. And he turned to him and said, Thus said Jehovah, Because you have let slip out of your hand a man whom I put under the ban, therefore your life shall go for his life, and your people for his people. And the sovereign of Israel went to his house embittered and displeased, and came to Shomeron.